I am in, without a doubt, the most interesting city I've ever been in my entire life.
As I said at the very intro of this video, this is a story of the weirdest city I have ever been to, and weirdest in terms of just obscure and abstract and super interesting. And this is me talking about the one day I got to spend in Skopje, the capital of North Macedonia. And early 2024, I was lucky enough to get to go to a couple different countries in Europe. I was able to wrestle and coach, and I was able to do both of those things in the Isle of Malta. And when I was booking my to and from flights, I was able to go home via Skopje, North Macedonia. And since that was a place I had never heard of before, I was like, well, I have to go check this out. So I ended up in Skopje for one day, kind of like a 24-hour layover, so to speak. And I loved it. So a little bit about the city, like as you can see from the video here, there are statues everywhere. Like in 2012, I believe, the city decided they were going to make an immense amount of statues and do stuff to the city to try to attack tourism. And it's wild because like 100 statues went overnight. There's like 200 or 300 statues in the city. And it's all obscure, and like a lot of this stuff is disconnected, so there's all these different ideas, and the city itself has all different types of architecture which do not fit together. And it's fascinating. And then in the middle of the center of the town, there's a huge Alexander the Great statue. However, I think it's referred to now as just the Great Warrior statue or something like that, because the country of Greece has some real issues with North Macedonia claiming to be the historical home of Alexander the Great. So North Macedonia is trying to claim him, and there's some discrepancies also with the naming of the country. It's North Macedonia as it's referred to now, but it's been the Republic of Macedonia, but Greece has an issue with that as well because of the historic region of Greece as Macedonia. So back to the video here. This is me rocking around Skopje Fortress, which is obviously, it's an awesome fortress, like the top of a castle pretty much in Skopje, and the thing is huge. I walked around this for a while and had a beautiful view of the city from the top. It was kind of hazy out that day, so you couldn't quite see as clear as you normally would distance-wise, but it was a super cool area. And if you're not aware of where North Macedonia is, we're talking about just north of Greece, and a little bit to the west of Bulgaria, and a little bit, quite a ways west of Turkey, even though it's like a heavily Ottoman-influenced culture. Also, another thing there, so much food that was really great and really, really cheap. That's a picture of a stray cat that I gave some of my lunch to. He was a little worker. He knew what he was doing. Lots of stray dogs in that city as well. Here's the hostel I got to stay in, and I only got it just to get about 6 hours of sleep, maybe even less, because I had to get to the airport around midnight. So it was just a quick little nod off because I needed it after so much travel. And as far as like ripping off architecture from other places, that's what looks like l'Arc de Triomphe from Paris. They also have a replica of what appears to be the Brandenburg Gate. There's the Alexander the Great statue in the middle of the city, and also, yeah, just great. It's like city center area. Very, very beautiful. There's some baklava, which is in a place like that you can get for like a quarter a piece, unlike the $3 it is in the States. And then this is just my walk out of the city. I ended up going and grabbing another $3 like huge delicious kebab on the way out as well. And this is where I started my journey home, was from Skopje. So if you ever get the chance and you randomly end up in the Balkans, definitely check out the city online. A lot of people are slagging the city off, but I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was so fun, and I would like to have seen if they had even more nightlife. I enjoyed the city by day, by night. Here's a bunch of more statues on one of the bridges not too far from the bus station where I exited the city. And then here's the finish up of the trip.